Alright guys, let's talk about ENA or Ethena on the channel for the first time in about 3 weeks. Now, we last spoke about it on the 8th of May, that's this candle right here. And yeah, you can see that basically we do have this trend line from 6th or 7th of February basically that extends all the way down, and it looks like we got a bounce here a few days ago. Now, we might have broken through this on the 30th of May. If I zoom in, that's what it looks like. Now, the next candle, it does get support here. Also on the 1st of June, it gets support. It bounces off of it. And this is not a mega bounce off of this trend line, but we can see, it is going up, guys. So it's probably not that overheated, I would say. Let's take a look at the RSI and the stochastic here. And yeah, we can see on the daily time frame, looks pretty good, guys. Just getting out of the oversold territory here. And both are curved to the upside, the RSI and the stoch. Weekly time frame, it is actually coming down though, so it's overbought or just coming out of it, and basically the RSI is slightly pointed up, so it does have room to grow. Basically, this can turn around and go back to the upside on a weekly time frame. Let's see if it has a monthly here. Now, yeah, it's just barely printing for RSI. I didn't think it would, but 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the lower time frames. Stoch actually is a little bit overheated here. The RSI is in neutral territory and pointed up, so that's okay. But 1-hour time frame actually curving to the upside here. That's good. Now RSI is kind of flat but not overheated, so 1 hour looks okay. 15-minute just getting into the overheated territory, and RSI just kind of going flat here. Maybe actually it just turned a little bit down, and it's not overheated though. So it does look like mixed signals a little bit, so maybe I was wrong, but yeah, on the daily time frame, this is the best time frame here, and the longer the time frame, I would say the better. So daily, yeah, looks like it's going to come up. Even the weekly, it could start to curve up. It looks like I said. So let's see if this kind of moves this way. Now this is a very slow indicator because it's weekly, so it's not going to turn around today or even maybe this week, but it may come down and do something like this. It may not go all the way down to the oversold territory, so just have to wait and be patient there. Now, I do want to look at the volume. Let's take a look at the visible range, and let's put this away, let's put this away, and let's kind of zoom out here so we can see the volume and what we have to contend with going up. Now, this is the full chart of ENA, guys. So, and as you can see, this was actually the low, and we do have a higher low. I just want to point that out, by the way. Now, looking where we are right now, we are right here. So we are not even at the point of control. The point of control is this red line here. That's at about 39 cents. Now, to get above this node here, we need to get above about 40, let's say 42 cents. Once we do that, the volume drops off pretty drastically, guys. So there is a little bit bigger candle here. It's the third largest candle, but once you clear about 40, let's say 47.3 cents, the volume is actually pretty low. Now we do have this little node here, but this is about, I would say, 2/5 the size of this node here. So I don't think it's going to be that hard to go up, but we got to get above about 47.3 cents. Now I do want to take a look at the Bollinger Bands, guys, and we don't look at this too often. I did look at this in my Lista video though last night, guys. Check that out. It's similar to ENA, where it was a launch pool coin or a mega drop coin from Binance, and actually doesn't look too bad in my opinion, although I do not hold it. Now I do hold ENA, and you can see that basically when the Bollinger Bands come together, it looks like it's pinching it. Now this is almost exactly like this at the moment, guys. I mean, we're almost there. Like, okay, right here on this line at about 55 cents, this needs to move down to. But basically this bottom line is at the same height like this, maybe even a little bit higher. And it pinched it here, and look at this run. So it went from about 33.5 cents all the way up to $1.25. So let's see if it comes down maybe a little bit more. Maybe we get that little pinch. We get that little bit of, a run here over the next, several weeks. And yeah, Bollinger Band's actually looking like it's going to pinch and push ENA. Now, taking a quick look at the MACD here, guys, let me also get rid of the Bollinger Bands. You can see that on a weekly time frame, this is actually starting to come up, it looks like. And it is starting to print some dark green candles here. So that's actually pretty good. The highest it's ever been is let's just say 12. And yeah, it does have a long way to run, So on the daily time frame, it is coming down though. So we are printing some red, but these, last couple of red candles are a light red. So I do think it's about to curve up. Actually, if I zoom in, it does look like it is curving. So I do believe we're going to start printing some green waves here. Now, looking at the tokenomics of ENA, guys, my average cost you can see here was about 21.5 cents. Total supply is 15 billion, circulating 5.8 billion. They don't have a max supply. It's just one thing I don't like about it. But anyways, let's take a look here at the all-time high. It was $1.52. It's sitting about 78% down at the moment. So I think that's actually a similar percentage to Lista, which I did the video on last night, like I said, guys. Now, this is really what you want to see. If you go to other launch pool coins or mega drop coins, guys, if they're sitting 95, 98% down, they're probably not going to do so well this run. Now, if coins are sitting at this point around 78 or 75 or 70%, of their all-time high, guys, I think those have a real shot of eclipsing their all-time highs. So this is actually what you want to see. This is very strong, I would say, in my opinion. So, check out some of those launch pool coins that I talk about, guys, and just go to CoinGecko and start looking at their all-time highs and seeing if, they're like 78% or 70%, those are pretty good. The ones that are 95%, 97%, they're not going to be that good probably. Now, looking at Bitcoin here on the 4-hour time frame, we did get a little bit of a push throughout the night there. This 4-hour candle did get a rejection here at 106.241. Now, if I zoom in, you do have a tiny little candle. There's not much volatility at the moment, guys. But I do think later today we will start to see something once we get some tariff news or some macro news. Now, the only macro news we do have today is Jolt's job opening, so keep that in mind. So there's not too much to look forward to when it comes to macro data. Now, I did put this parallel channel here for Ethereum. We do have, higher lows here along the way. But Ethereum, in my opinion, looks a little bit stronger than Bitcoin at the moment. So, that's actually a bit strange, but, it's been suppressed for so long. Yeah, I mean, at some point it was going to pop, like I said, guys. And I think like a day or two later, that's when it made the big pop. Now, again, I am not a big Ethereum supporter, and I don't really like Ethereum, but it is the leader of the altcoins, guys. So we do have to watch it. And right now it might be making a little bit of a flag here. So maybe we need to check this out in a later video tonight if I look at another altcoin, which I plan to do, guys. So yeah, let's take a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. It is trying to push through the 1.19 trillion, as you see here, guys. It did get a rejection a little bit earlier today. But let's see what happens. There's still a long day ahead of us. Now, the dominance did actually lose that red line here. So this is actually a good sign. But again, guys, there is this support here. It's like a 2.5 or maybe 2 3/4 years now support. And yeah, let's see if it gets a bounce here or not. Once it breaks this, and we go down to 60.46 and we break that, I think that's when we can start to celebrate, guys. Now, the dollar index, is it going to make a W here? That is a pattern, and the target is actually up here at about 105, let's just say. So I drew this line to its target. And yeah, I mean, this is actually, possibly going to make a W pattern if it gets a bounce here. Now, the altcoin season index is a 20. I think yesterday it was an 18. I think when I refreshed this morning it was 18, so we are going up a little bit. Now, liquidation heat map, guys, 24-hour time frame, only 207 million have been wrecked. So that's actually pretty tame. Now, the fear and greed today is, what is it? It's not going to tell me, so we can look at that later. Bull market peak indicators, still 100% hold though, guys. It's still 0 from 30 that have been hit. The Pi cycle top indicator is probably the best indicator, and it looks like it's curving up, but this green line actually looks like it's going up too. So I guess it's trying to avoid it and trying to prolong this cycle. So let's see what this green line does now, but this does clearly look like it's going up, trying to avoid the orange line. Now, the next FOMC meeting is in about 15.5 days, guys, and there's a 95% chance there's not going to be a cut according to FedWatch tools. Trueflation, though, guys, like I said, it's at 1.9. Actually, yesterday it was even lower. It was like 1.84. But, you know, the Fed is pushing for 2%, so I don't know what they're waiting for. And there was a lot of rumors yesterday that Fed Chair Powell was going to resign. I don't think he resigned. I didn't see any news about that. But anyways, I think I heard about the place where he was giving his speech. It would be kind of a weird place to resign if he did, but he didn't. So crypto bubbles looking pretty good today. The week is still down though, guys. So, and everything is pretty heavily down, I would say, between like 10, maybe 8 to like 17% or so. I can see here like Render, Fartcoin. But white, wow, 158%. Not sure what that is, guys. As I've been saying, that one's been going up all week. But anyways, the Coinondo here, I did a video on ApeCoin the other day. I haven't really, we can look actually at ENA. Let's just go to Earn here. And yeah, if you do type in ENA, you will get the results here. And let's see what it picks up. It gives 13 deals, guys. So check those out. Be careful. You don't want to lock it up for too long. You do have limits and things too, guys. Be aware of that. And for me personally, I'm looking for flexible or 30 days, but not much longer. You just don't know what's going to happen 360 days or 180 days down the road, guys. So anyways, guys, like I said, if you like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. And, check out some of the exchange partnerships that I have below, guys. I'm getting a lot of people that are signing up, and I really, truly appreciate it. I do have partnerships with Bitget, MEXC, BingX, Blowfin, BitUnix, BitTrue, Weeks, and now BTSE. So, yeah, guys, it's, really nice of y'all to use my links. Of course, I do get some commission from that, but it really helps me continue with this channel. It gives me motivation, guys. Check out, the exchanges. Some of these have, better things than other exchanges. They have different things, some of these exchanges. So for me, personally, I have about, maybe 15 exchanges that I use personally. So, yeah, I mean, it is always good to kind of diversify, spread out your money. You just don't want to get caught in an FTX situation where basically, you lose all your money because you put it in one exchange. So check out those deals, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you want to get a membership of the channel, guys, it's only $2. I will put you in a Telegram group. You will get these MUDIX, measurements. Now, I want to point out, if you want MUDIX, it's not just about these measurements and things. It's about, charts like this. You have heat maps. You also have article statistics. But, yeah, if we click on this, for example, guys, like I'm talking about, it does give me measurements like this, as you see, and I point out sometimes on this channel. But it's not all about that. So, check out MUDIX. It's, a very good thing for stock traders, but it does work for crypto traders as well, guys. Anyways, like I said, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and guys, I'll see you in the next one.